Hi, my name is Rochelle Aytes, and I played Maria in Trick or Treat. And you're watching Pop Culture with Pat.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. I'm so excited to be joined by today's guests. Today I'm talking to Rochelle Aytes, who plays Maria in Trick or Treat. Rochelle, thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, of course. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Obviously, goes without warning, but spoilers for Trick or Treat if you haven't seen it at this point. But I imagine most of you guys probably watching this interview have seen the film. It's coming back in theaters for a couple nights this October. So, Rochelle, going back to when this thing all started, what was it about Trick or Treat that really kind of piqued your interest when the project came your way initially?
Well, I just loved the mystery of it. I love that it wasn't just your typical Halloween horror movie because it had, correct me if I'm wrong, four stories that were
Yep.
intertwined together. Okay, I was like, was it three? Yeah, there were four completely different stories, and you follow these characters, but and somehow they kind of intertwine into each other's lives. And I thought that was just very unique. And I love the character that I played because you think that she's talking about one thing and it's really something else. And so it's a big surprise, a big reveal that they are werewolves. And I thought that was I thought that was exciting to get to play a werewolf.
So that was going to be one of my next questions as far as like the audition process for the film. So you knew that your character was going to be a werewolf from the onset, or was that something that you found out after the audition?
It's a good question. I feel like because it was so long ago, I feel like I just got the sides and not the script. But I do remember the scene. And the scene was us trying on outfits
Oh
at
yeah.
the Halloween shop. And so I don't think I knew what was really happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I mean makes it kind of fun and exciting. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was your first experience working in the horror genre, right?
You know, I did this other movie called The Inheritance, which was a horror as well, but I honestly can't remember which came first. Now I got to go back to my IMDb.
Yeah, go check it. I thought I had it in the right order, but yeah, if I'm wrong,
You could be right. Yeah,
totally.
no, you're probably right.
What was your relationship with the genre up to this point? Up to that point, I should say, before the film came out.
I am a an old school horror buff. Like I watched all of Halloween movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Christine. I mean, I can go on
Love
and
that.
on about that genre. So Trick or Treat was like, right up my alley.
It must have been so much fun too when you guys got on set, just the Halloween atmosphere that this film had. Everything from the costumes, all
Right.
the different outfits, just the lights, the decorations. You could tell that this was a passion project for Mike. So did that all that setting, did that really help you kind of get into the Halloween mood when you guys were working
Oh,
on this?
oh, oh, absolutely. First of all, Michael's birthday, if I remember, is Halloween, so it's even more special for him. Um, and we filmed nights, right? So we'd have call times of like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and film all night. So we were like so tired drinking Red Bulls to stay up. So when we would go to set, it really did like help us to wake up and be alive because we would see the decorations and all of the Halloween, the people dressed up for Halloween on the streets. And so it made it really come alive and made it really exciting.
And can you talk about just working with Monica, with Anna and Lauren on the film and developing the relationship that your characters have for the movie?
Yeah. Oh, they were all so awesome. Anna Paquin as well. We really did. We spent about, I think it was a month together in Vancouver. We shot it in Vancouver. And so we really did bond and hang out on the weekends and go to restaurants and go dancing. And so we wanted to connect and make it feel real on screen. However, we really did enjoy each other off screen as well.
Which is always great to hear. And
Absolutely.
obviously the werewolf scenes, probably one of the most talked about scenes in the film, just that transformation. Now, can you talk about just the not only the prepping for filming that, but just also the filming of that scene? Because I'm sure must have wore, I'm assuming you guys had like contacts, so I'm sure there was probably a fitting and everything like that.
Oh, we so I booked it, found out that it was, I was a werewolf. And we had a day where we got fitted for the contacts. And I told the guy or whoever who's fitting me, listen, I have the most sensitive eyes. I wear glasses. I've never put contacts in my eyes. I don't like eye drops, nothing. So he told me to practice for the entire month because I think it was about we had like prep, so it was about a month before we filmed. And he said, practice every day. Put your finger closer to your eye. See if you can get there to touch it. So I would do this. This was my exercise every day to try to touch my pupil, but honestly, I don't know if I ever got there. So the day of the scene where we had to transform into werewolves, it took them. I wish I wish someone recorded me in the trailer. It took them 20 minutes to put one
Oh no.
because because I was like this. Oh, okay, wait. I was like scrunching down and blinking, and you would think someone was trying to kill me. It was so uncomfortable. Finally, I got it in, and it was that to me was the most challenging, having to wear that for the next 10, 12 hours or whatever, and then taking it out.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it was huge. It wasn't even like a regular contact. It was a bigger one that filled the whole pupil.
Yeah, I feel like those were, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the contacts used for films are usually like harder and like you said, a little bit larger too. So they're not just like kind of
Right.
flimsy contacts that you're used to.
And again, I'm not used to any, so I
Yeah.
went from nothing to that. So yeah, that to me was the most challenging. But I have some pictures and videos of it to remember that time.
Yeah. And what about peeling off like the skin in that scene as you guys are turning into the wolves? What did that kind of like entail? I'm assuming some kind of prosthetic or
Yeah. Um, Honestly, I don't remember if I personally had prosthetics
I know it
on.
cuts to like a bunch of you guys, so it's
A
like
bunch
kind
of
of
us. Right. So each person had their specific thing that they were peeling. Like somebody had like extra hair, and so she'd be pulling her hair. I don't remember having to peel off any
any
prosthetic.
skin or
Yeah.
anything like that. Was it cool to
Yes.
see too, like once you guys were fully transformed? Do you know what they used for the wolves? Were those like animatronics, I'm assuming, of some sort, or
Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
yeah.
were.
And now, I mean, outside of that, what was like what in general was your favorite scene to shoot on the film?
Probably that. I mean, I'm kind of contradicting myself saying that that was the most challenging,
But once
but
you got it all,
once I got it in, and yeah, 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 it was because we were like dancing and just being free, and that was a lot of fun.
it must have been really cool for you to. Have you seen the film since it's been released?
Yeah, I'm sure I have at some point. I mean, I watched it when it was released,
Whatever.
years ago, of
Yeah.
course. Since then, I'm sure I've seen it here and there.
I was gonna say, I'm sure it must have been cool to see the finished product,
Oh,
like
yes,
the
yes.
music and everything added in once it was all done.
Oh, absolutely. I thought it was an amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it was just before its time or something because that should have gone out to theaters. I
Oh,
was
I
so
I agree
bummed that it
100%.
didn't go to theaters. I mean, you had Brian Cox, Dylan Baker was in it. Like I said, Anna Paquin. I mean, it was
Yeah.
pretty star-studded. You had, oh, what's her name? Leslie Bibbs was in it.
Yeah.
And all of those stories, they were really good. And the kids, their stuff was so creepy. And okay,
I literally remember this as you can see, big horror Halloween person. So I vividly remember like when the first trailer for this thing came out and being so excited for this movie to hit theaters.
right.
And then I don't know like if we ever really got like a straight answer like what happened, why it didn't, if it was just something with like studio politics or whatever, but I know at the time I think like Saw 4 was hitting theaters, so I don't know if it was something if they were like worried that it wouldn't
Mhm.
do well versus like an established franchise like that, but it's like it's
Right.
October. We can have multiple horror movies in the
Absolutely.
month. And now I'm sure they must be kicking themselves like looking back on that to see like what it's become today.
Yes, it's such a cult classic. I mean, did I had a friend send me a, vi- a video of a trick or treat. I
Oh,
don't even know what it is, but it's this,
yeah.
it's Sam, and yeah, it's just they people love it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's definitely developed quite the following over the years. And we were talking about before, this was definitely Mike's passion project, his baby. So can you just talk about the experience of getting to have him as your director working on the film?
Oh yeah, Mike was awesome. Like I said, it was his passion project. He loved this. I don't know how long he worked on it, but he really put everything into this. He was a great director to work with. Like I said, it was a wonderful experience. Everyone on set was just a lot of fun to be around, and because it was, like I said, we shot nights. That could be very challenging, but he made it go very smoothly. And yeah, I'm just super grateful to have had that experience with him.
And what was the point for you, Rochelle? When did you realize that Trick or Treat was becoming the cult classic that it is? Because it's kind of over the years just continues to get bigger and bigger. So was there like a certain moment where you're like, oh, this is actually something big?
Absolutely. And I think it was years later when I saw in the store a Halloween figure of Sam, which I ended up buying. And so I have him and I hang him on my tree in my outside of my house.
Love that.
So that was when I realized, oh, this is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And then every year he would also post like, oh, we're having a screening here or a screening there, and then people would just comment about how much they loved the movie, and so I was like, oh wow, yeah, this has become a cult classic years later.
Yeah, so a couple years ago at Universal Studios, they had a Trick or Treat specific house. I so bad
It's,
wanted to go to it because it looked amazing. But yeah,
mhm.
every year it seems like there's just more and more merchandise. Specifically at Spirit Halloween, they seem to get new stuff all the
Wow.
time. Uh, what is it? How have Trick or Treat fans continued to surprise you over the years? With just it seems like there's new fans getting introduced to the film every single year.
Oh, absolutely. I have people once in a while come up to me and on the street say, "Oh, I love doing trick or treat," and it really does surprise me because I know it wasn't in theaters, and so I think people haven't seen it, but they have, so they find it somewhere.
Oh yeah,
So that's
especially now with streaming.
anywhere I am, someone has seen Trick or Treat. Yeah.
Which so there's been talk now for a little while about a Trick or Treat 2. Do you have any ideas of like what you would maybe like to see in a second movie? And if you were to be asked by Michael to come back, is that something that you would be interested in showing back up as maybe a werewolf again?
So one, I have no idea what it would be. That's the job of the writer. I just do what is said on the page. So I have no idea. I'm imagining it would be a completely different story with all different characters. If he were to ask me back, I again imagine it would be like a completely different, story. But yes, the answer is yes, absolutely. I would love to work with him again.
That'd be fun to have you come back as a different character, to even have some of the other cast members who were in
I
the
know.
original one come back as different characters.
That would be cool.
Fingers
Hmm.
crossed. Hopefully it happens. Well, just to wrap things up for you, Rochelle, is there anything else that you would like to say? Any other projects that you have coming out right now, and where can fans stay up to date with you moving forward?
Oh, sure. Thanks for asking. Yes, I would love to talk about this project I'm in right now called Watson. And we just aired our season 2 premiere last night on CBS. And we also stream on Paramount Plus. And I play the medical director of the University of UHOP, the University of Pittsburgh. And Morris Chestnut is Watson. He's also my ex-husband. And yeah, it's a medical drama, but it's also kind of a detective show with Sherlock. in it, and I love it. I'm having a great time. So yeah, tune in.
Yeah, don't definitely make sure to check that out. And as far as like social media wise, Instagram, any other pages that people can stay up to date with your work moving forward?
Yes, so I am Rochelle Aytes, the number four real .com on Instagram. And then you can find me on all platforms.
All
Rochelle
right.
Aytes for real. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I'll make sure to put those down below in the description. Rochelle, again, thank you so much for your time today. It was wonderful getting to talk to you about the film. Congratulations on Watson, and you're welcome back anytime in the future.
Thank you so much. I hope you once again enjoy the film tonight for
Oh,
me.
yeah, we'll do for sure.
Hi, my name is Rochelle Aytes, and I played Maria in Trick or Treat. And you're watching Pop Culture with Pat.